Hi, in this another Premiere Pro tutorial, I want to show you how to stabilize your videos. I made this video when I went to Dublin. I'm posting this online very soon. As you can see, this video is very shaky and it needs some stabilization. So what we can do in Premiere Pro, obviously you can do a lot more in AfterEffects, which is another program, but if you just have got Premiere Pro, this is what you can do. You have to go to your effects, and then you have to go to your video effects, then you need to go to distort, then scroll down, then you need to go to your warp stabilizer, select it, drag it and drop it on the video. Now it shows in here analyzes in the background, step 1 of 2, and the progress also can be seen on here. Now the stabilizer is finished. You can see here red, so if you press enter, it will do the rendering of the video and convert the red into green. Just using the default settings, if you play, you can see it's much more stabilized. It's not as shaky, but it's like a bit of a jelly effect. As you can see, this is moving, which is what we wanted. But if you want it to be shown as if you're filmed from a tripod, you can select no motion and then we'll stabilize it. And if you play, it looks so weird, which is not a very good option for this. In this case, smooth motion is better. Most of the time that's the case, so let's leave it that way. Also, you can see here it has scaled it. You can adjust the scale by moving this backward and bringing it back to 100%. It's up to you what scale you want. And if you look at it now, it's a bit from further away, but in order to, you can undo it because that's the perfect scaling for this video. You need to play around with these settings to get the best stabilization effect that you seek. But one of the very important feature is the smoothness. The more jelly effect you will see is because of the higher smoothness. So if I bring this to 10, first I need to do the rendering of the clip of in and out. As you can see, by putting in 10%, it looks a bit better. It's more stabilized. At the same time, the jelly effect is not big. And if you're still not happy with the stabilization of your video, there's other methods that you can use. In the method, you can click the drop down and go from different options. The Subspace Warp is the most sophisticated option. It analyzes the whole frame, but if you go to perspective, it does just as a whole frame, not just part of the frame. So if I change to perspective, again go to the sequence and render in and out. After rendering, you can see the change, so you can put back the Subspace Warp. So after exploring these all options, you can go to advanced, and if you click on detailed analysis, if you check that, it will start analyzing in more detail. It might take you more time. You can see the percentage of progress in here, so it took longer. Now if you play it, it looks more stabilized. And the last thing you could do to stabilize this video is rolling shutter ripple. By default it is automatic reduction, but if you go to enhance reduction, it would try to stabilize it even further. So here is what we got, how much we have stabilized it. As you can see, we have applied various options. Obviously you can play around with these options to help your video to stabilize more. Obviously, if all these options you tried and they failed, then you need to use the AfterEffects method, which is more advanced than this. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below.